Welcome to Wysdom Radio. I'm Dr. Rusty Hoffman, professor of interventional radiology at Stanford, bringing you a direct line to critical research and interventional updates. Powered by AI, curated by experts. Let's get started.
So today we're tackling something specific, a small device with pretty big implications, the IVC filter.
That's right. This little metal cage, essentially, sits in the inferior vena cava.
The body's biggest vein.
Exactly. Wow. And our mission today really nailed down the when, the why, and critically, the what's next for these filters. They're used to stop a blood clot, a DVT,
Deep vein thrombosis,
from getting to the lungs and causing a PE, a pulmonary embolism, which, can be fatal.
Okay, but let's get this out right up front. This is crucial. Filters are not the first thing you reach for.
Absolutely not. The gold standard, the primary treatment for VTE, venous thromboembolism, is anticoagulation.
Yeah.
Blood thinners.
Right. So the filter is what, a mechanical fix?
It's purely mechanical. It catches the clot. That's it. It doesn't actually treat the underlying clotting problem.
Okay, so when is it the right call? When is this mechanical backup plan actually necessary?
Well, there are really two main absolute indications, situations where it's pretty clear cut. The first one, and this is probably the most common consult we get, is a contraindication to anticoagulation.
Meaning the patient has a definite clot, a VTE, but you just can't give them blood thinners.
Exactly. Maybe they have a really bad active GI bleed, something life-threatening, or they just had a hemorrhagic stroke, maybe need emergency brain surgery. Anticoagulation is just too dangerous.
Okay, makes sense. What's the second absolute indication?
That's failure of anticoagulation. So this is the patient who is on blood thinners, and they're therapeutic-like. Their INR might be 2.5, right in the target range.
So the medicine should be working.
It should be. But despite that, they throw another big PE, significant one. The drug's failed, basically. So now you need that mechanical safety net.
Okay, those seem clear. But then there's the gray area, right? The relative indications.
And this is where it gets, well, controversial. The main one is using them prophylactically.
Meaning putting one in before clot happens.
Yeah, in certain high-risk trauma patients. Think severe head injury, multiple long bone fractures, someone who's going to be immobilized for a long time and can't get blood thinners yet.
So you're putting in hardware based on risk, not a proven clot.
Precisely. And that's the tough part. The idea is to protect them until anticoagulation is safe, but the evidence for a real long-term benefit in this group, it's often not that strong.
And you risk the filter causing problems later if it's forgotten.
Exactly, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've decided a filter is needed. How do you put it in safely?
Right, the placement. Access is usually the neck, the internal jugular vein.
For retrievable filters, yeah, the IJ is often preferred. It generally gives you a straighter path down the IVC, helps with accurate deployment.
And before you actually deploy it.
Crucial steps. First, you do a venocavagram, basically an X-ray with dye. You need to see the IVC diameter, make sure it's suitable for the filter size.
Okay.
But most importantly, you have to pinpoint the renal veins, find exactly where they drain into the IVC.
Why is that so critical?
Because of the cardinal rule. You must deploy the filter infrarenally, below the renal veins.
Okay, emphasize that. Why below?
If you deploy it too high and it fills up with clot above the renal veins, you've just blocked off kidney drainage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a disaster. Acute kidney failure, potentially dialysis. It's a catastrophic error. You find the lowest renal vein, you deploy safely below it. Simple as that.
And these days, pretty much all filters are designed to come out eventually, right? The permanent ones are mostly gone.
Almost entirely. We're placing retrievable filters now, which leads directly to the next big point.
The responsibility aspect. The new mantra, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every filter placed is a candidate for retrieval, unless there's a very strong reason otherwise. And the person, the team who puts it in, they own the follow-up.
You have to track these patients. You have to have a plan to get it out.
Absolutely. Own your filters. The rule for removal is simple. Take it out as soon as that initial reason for putting it in is gone.
So the bleeding stopped. They can safely start anticoagulation now.
Yeah. If the answer is yes, the filter's job is done. It needs to come out. Because leaving it in too long, that's where the really serious problems start.
Okay, this is the crucial part. The risks of delayed retrieval. What happens?
Well, first, the irony, IVC thrombosis.
Yeah.
The device you put in to stop clots can, over time, actually cause a massive clot within the IVC itself.
Wow. Okay, what else?
Filter perforation. Those little metal legs, the struts, they're designed to grip the IVC wall.
Yeah.
But over months, years, they can literally dig right through it. Can lead to massive internal bleeding.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
It is. Then there's endothelialization. It's insidious. The inner lining of the vein, the endothelium, can actually grow over the filter.
So it becomes part of the vein wall?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It gets incorporated, cemented in place, makes retrieval extremely difficult, sometimes impossible. It effectively becomes permanent.
And one more.
Fracture and migration. The filter itself can break apart over time. And those broken pieces, they can travel.
Embolize.
Exactly. Embolize upstream, potentially lodging in the heart or the pulmonary arteries. Another nightmare scenario.
Okay, so wrapping this up. For the listener, what's the big picture here?
The IVC filter is a temporary tool. It's a bridge therapy, a safety net, not a permanent solution.
You put it in carefully, infrarenally.
But you have to be just as focused, maybe even more focused, on getting it out promptly once it's safe to do so.
So the final takeaway?
It's about the entire life cycle. Placing it is just the start. Aggressive follow-up and timely retrieval are paramount for patient safety. You have to own these devices from insertion to removal. Remember, the safest filter is the one that's no longer needed and has been taken out.
This is Dr. Rusty Hoffman, and that's a wrap for Wysdom Radio. Download the Wysdom app by searching for Medical Wisdom, spelled WYSDOM, or visit medicalwisdom.ai for rapid-fire videos, podcasts, and community insights. And remember, knowledge is the best medicine.